Hello everyone, welcome to a video tutorial with me, Frank Knowledge Munoz. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how I go about doing this swirl effect that I see a lot of you like to use in your designs. It's no problem using them, but if you want to give them this nice neon realistic look, there's a few things we're going to have to do. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that, and we're going to start with a new layer. Now first, there's a few things we're going to want to set up before we get into this. First, we're going to want to set up our brush. So select your brush, and the brush we're going to be using is this one, third from the left top, and we're going to want to set it to about 4 pixels. Okay. Next, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to choose our color. With this one, I'm going to go with a nice blue, light blue that's going to complement these elements here. So I'm going to say about that. Okay, so now that you have your color selected, what we're going to do is we're going to be using our pen tool. So select your pen tool, and what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to click somewhere below your element. I'm going to say about right here. And then on your next click, you're going to hold down your left mouse. So you're going to click hold, and what that'll allow you to do is when you move your mouse, it allows you to adjust the curve of it. So I'm just going to do it about that. And then you're going to click hold and move your mouse till you get the curves that you want on your design. You can have as many curves as you want. No minimum, no maximum amount. It's just whatever you want. Alright, so I'm satisfied with this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, go down to stroke path, make sure you have brush selected, and make sure simulate pressure is on. Click OK. Now you see we have our nice curve going on. So what I'm going to want to do is get rid of the path. So go to path, delete work path, go back to layers. So now let's give it our glow. So what we're going to want to do is bring up the layer options. We're going to double click on that layer and bring up our layer style options. We're going to choose outer glow, and for the color I'm going to keep it almost the same blue, kind of keep it in the same area, but I'm going to make it darker. So about that, that's fine. We're going to bring the opacity all the way up to 100, and we're going to bring the size 6 is fine, so we'll leave it at 6. So now you see we have this nice looking glow effect, this glow radiating off of it. So what we're going to want to do is get rid of some of these elements, because as we know, this is supposed to swirl around the body elements. So parts are going to be in front, some in back. So the way I go about doing that is I'm going to go down and look for this body element. And what I do is I hold down Control, that should be Command on a Mac, and click inside the box of the element that the swirl is in front of. Once I have that selected, go back to your layer, make sure it's selected, and we're going to grab our erase tool, and you're going to pick and choose which parts you want in front and which parts you want in back. So I want to start from the back. So I'm going to get rid of that part since it's in front of the foot. So it's going to come around in front, and then this is going to go in back. It's going to come around in front. It's going to swirl behind. It's coming in front. Let's see, over the face. And it's going to swirl through the arm and out. Alright, so press Control or Command D to deselect. So, it's looking pretty good. Now what I'm going to want to do is add a little bit of lighting under the body, just so it gives that radiant glow effect as it's shining off of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take layer 10, the layer I have selected, and I'm going to go to Layer, Duplicate Layer, and click OK. So what we're going to do now is we don't want all of this radiating so bright. We just want the elements that are over the body. So what we're going to do is go back to the layer of the body. In this case it's this layer, Jamie, the body, and Control or Command, hold it down and click inside that box. But when we click in the box, it only gives us the outline of this body. We don't want that. We want to get rid of what's outside of the body. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to select inverse, and as you can see, it inversed our selection. So now everything outside of the body is selected. So make sure you have your erase tool selected. Make sure you're on that layer, and you're just going to erase everything on the outside. It's not erasing anything on the inside, because remember we only have the outside selected. So there we go. Okay. So now Control Command D to deselect. So now you can see the glow is a little bit brighter on the body, which is what you want, since it is sitting in front of a solid element. So now if you want to bring up the brightness a little bit, you can double click on its layer style, go to outer glow, and let's see, bring that and maybe up to about 18. Okay. And if you want an even brighter glow, you can actually take that layer, duplicate it once more, and there you go. Now I did this with blue. You can do this with any color you like. Let's see, we'll select a different color. Let's say that green, and choose a green. Make sure it's going a little towards the white. So we're fine with that. Grab our pen tool, make sure everything's up and up with our brush, same brush, okay, click, and see, I'm doing this with my brush, and you see how jaggedy it looks. You're never going to want to do it with your brush. I'm sorry, let me erase all that. You want to do it with your pen tool. So you just grab your pen tool, click, hold, curve, click, hold, curve. You know, just, I don't know, just making a whole bunch of curves. Right click, stroke path, make sure that's checked, brush, okay. And there you go. Now that's it with the little green inside of it. Now if I wanted to change the outer glow to be the green, all you do is just go into your styles, outer glow, and we're going to make it a nice dark green. All you gotta do is just move your slider, and there you go. And that's how you do it. Let's hide this layer. Let's see, let's go back in here, bring the glow down a little bit, and you can set this as high as you want, as low as you want. Just don't go any lower than 6. A little higher. There we go. So that's how I do it. I hope this tutorial was helpful. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, feel free to visit me at my website, www.frankmunoz.com. That's Frank, MUNOZ.com. Or you can visit me on Facebook, Frank Knowledge Munoz. Knowledge is spelled N-O-L-I-J. So take care.